All right, good morning. It's Friday, July 16th. We're looking at the S&P 500 here. Let's go check it out and see what we have on the table here for today. So, a couple of things here that we want to notice is that since yesterday's low, that was basically low enough, and at least for the time being, for a pretty decent bounce. And let's come back here. We're going to measure, we're going to get a few targets here. We're going to measure from here up to there, back to right there. And you can see that was pretty useful right there. They came back to it right there. They broke it right here. Kind of went off of there right there. That gives us 69.50. So that's pretty useful. The other thing that is useful here, you could use this first one, which broke right here and came back right here. That obviously gives us a few things right there, right there. But I like this break better. It's just a bit of a cleaner move up. So it is pulling back from that one that we measured over there. So obviously it's not totally invalid. But I like this one right here. So basically this lines up with the CP within a tick or so. And then this would give us 71 right here. And if we measured from the first probe low in the Globex, that would give us 71 quarters. So you can see this area is highlighted. That's an area that I had mentioned yesterday. That shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. So let's watch that and see what happens. If they take this out and they break above the KP, then let's remeasure. But these would be some of the initial targets that we're looking for along the way up here. No big surprise, 87.75. That'd be a new all-time high. Current all-time high, I believe, is at 84.50. Yeah, right there. Okay. So wouldn't be a huge surprise to see that. Notice that there's not much up above there, so it starts to get real strong. So we'll just see how that plays out. But they got it. This is going to be really critical, the 71 area. Really, really critical for whatever happens next here. Okay. So there you have, we'll see if they're able to, what happens there. So we could see a bit of a pullback down to this like 61 quarter. If they take that out by much, I mean, there's this little area right here, down here to the KP. If they take out here, we can measure, and that'll give us something more useful, I think. And then here, if they break that, that would give us something more useful as well. There's one other thing, since it might come in handy here this morning, I'll just show you. If you take that break, and that doesn't give you a whole ton of different prices. So if you go off of that to this first break right there, where they kind of just went above this KP and then came back to it. And what that gives you right here is um, you get these, well, there we go. So you get these prices right here. First one's back on the chart. So there, the KP, 61 and 67. So not a big surprise that we're seeing the kind of, a little bit of pullback that we're seeing right there. That's not a big surprise at all. So if they break, we just have to measure and go with whatever the breaks are on, as each time it breaks, let's measure and see what the breaks are and then go with those targets. There is obviously a bit of support down in this area that they found even yesterday and then would likely find again today. Probably don't want to take out that 39 area, but the best thing is measuring. If these are breaking, let's measure and get new targets from the market and go with what the market's giving us rather than try to make it up. We don't need to know all that right now. So let's watch a pullback, and then if they are able to hold on a pullback. The only thing that I didn't quite look at was any demand on a 10-minute chart. So 52 quarter is not terrible, down to like 51. And we have that 53 right there, so could probe that just a little bit. And I literally said it's not terrible. So 43 half down to like 41. So yeah, there's a bit going on down there. So the best thing I can tell you, measure if it breaks, measure, and let's go with what the market's telling us in real time. So we'll be back. We'll do a review today. Thanks for being here this morning, and we'll see you later this afternoon, or when we do the review video for today. It might be over the weekend. So we'll see you when we see you for that. Okay, thanks for being here. Have a great rest of your Friday.